Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Checking into Keuka Lake for the first time, and of course we get here at 3:15 and the rain is supposed to go till 4:15. And we're in site 113. Looks like a decent site, but right now I'm not getting out of the truck. Let's roll the video. Alright, the water fill, there's a water fill spigot at a lot of the sites, but we can also fill up here at the dump station, which there's two lanes. I'm on the wrong side, but my hose is lined up fine. It's our first time at Keuka Lake, folks. First time out with the 13R that we're not harvest hosting, so we're filling up the water tank now. It's when you first come into the park, you make the right turn. There's fill and dump station right here. We were staying in site 113 on the Esperanza Loop. This was an electric site. Once the rain finally quit and we got set up, we took a little walk around the campground just to check out a few of the sites local to ours. Just doing a quick walk around the men's bathroom here at the Keuka Lake. On here before, you got two stalls. You got a shower stall here, looks really nice and clean. And we got a shower stall here to hang stuff up. It's in the handicap stall with a hand dryer, unfortunately, but that's pretty nice. Nice bathrooms. They're pretty clean for being this afternoon. They're keeping them pretty dry too. First night in the camper. Looks like we're having dinner in the camper. Took a brief walk around. We're just having a little Caesar salad. Nice thing about having a refrigerator in the 13R. We never had that before, so hopefully the whole weekend's not like this. The first night it did start to dry up a little bit. That was pretty much it for the rain for this weekend. All right, folks, we're in site 113. One thing I noticed with these sites, all of the electric is toward the back of the site. I don't know why they put them so far back, but we end up backing in pretty far with our camper. We got plenty of room though with this little camper and this little truck here. But all the sites on this side are pretty much electric, I think down to about 120. We're gonna take a tour of the campground now and then we're heading to lunch. Yeah, like some of these inner sites don't have the electric for some reason. They have them mostly on the outer sites, and I think it goes up to about 120 before they start having. A lot of the sites are pretty similar size-wise. Now that one did have electric, the last one. But I know it's hard to see because we're in the truck, but you get a lot of space here at Keuka Lake at these spots. Pretty much no electric once you get past site 120 on either side, but they're big spots. They do allow you to run a generator during certain hours here, so probably just long enough to charge up your batteries and then shut them off again. I think it's like twice a day, but there's at least 2 or 3 spots where you can fill up your water too. A lot of nice campers here today. Today's only Friday, so we're here a couple more days, but you see a lot of the sites are pretty similar. And the loop we're staying in is the Esperanza Loop. So there's 3 loops here at Keuka Lake, and all the roads are one way, so pay attention to where you're going. There's dumpsters at the end of each loop as well. Keuka Lake is also set up as 3 different loops. This is the second loop. This is Deer Run that we're going through. Again, nobody can bring their boats in here because we're on the lake, but the campground's not on the lake. It's the state park is down at the bottom. You can go down to. That site's nice. That's got electric. This is the Deer Run Loop. That's one of your fill stations. They have a couple of them. This is the Twin Funds Loop, my informant just told me. But not too many people on this loop. There is electric on a few of the sites, but not all of them. The sites are all pretty big. I mean, this is the second loop that we've gone around. We got one other loop, and really not too many people down here. This would be good for tent camping, such as that. But it's really nice down here. They keep it pretty well mowed too, it looks like. Nice sites. Again, a lot of water stations. These are all shared water fill spots down here. But a lot of these sites are electric. They're just kind of scattered. When you go to book here, you're going to have to look online at the maps to see which sites are electric and which aren't. But size-wise, they're all pretty good. There's a section of trees in between each camp. So you're kind of private. That's kind of nice back in there. That's kind of a loop out of here, though. I don't even know if that's a camping spot.
I think it's a loop to the bathroom.
Yeah, the bathrooms are down there. But each section has its own bathhouse. Bathroom's really nice. I took a video of that earlier. I'll post that on here. You know, you want to take a video of the bathroom. You want to make sure nobody's in there, obviously. But they got their Starlink set up. I know. We missed the first half of the loop, so I'm going to go around again. But you could sit here and do loops around the campground all day if if you're one of those crazy people that likes to run, like I used to be before I became less crazy. So Esperanza and Twin Falls has kind of random spots that have electric hookups. And the other one, Deer Run? Deer Run doesn't have any electric on that loop. We'll go over and check that one out now. These spots are still pretty open though. There's just no electric on them. Most of them have drainage coming off of them too. So that one's still got a few spots that are pretty wet. We just had a storm here last night. Obviously that's probably going to be at the beginning of the video. But listen, all of these spots are pretty good sized on here in all three loops. Just no electric at this one. And again, there's another water fill station. Each loop has its own bathhouse. And of course the bathhouses are really nice. Again though, the Deer's Run loop is no electric at all. Most of the outer sites are pretty accommodating for bigger campers. Some of the inner ones you could probably fit the bigger campers in too, but I prefer probably to tent camp if I was going to be on this side. We're out of here. We're going to go have lunch a couple towns away and then probably hit some breweries today. We're not too far outside the campground, but we're at an overlook that's right on the road. Campground's just up the road that way a little ways. This is one of the overlooks of Keuka Lake out here. I just took a couple pictures that talks about the history of Keuka Lake, and basically all of the Finger Lakes were formed by glacial deposits over the years. But all the lakes here also flow from south to north. That's something that's a little different about New York State lakes and stuff and rivers. Keuka Lake is a very interesting lake. It is a Y-shaped lake, and the campground is actually at the left top part of the Y. Our first stop after lunch is Treetop Cidery. As of this video, it's only been open a couple years. Just checking out some of their merch and their ciders. Getting ready to do a flight. Alright, we stopped at Treetop Cidery. They've only been open a couple years. He's out getting us some of the ciders now that we bought. But it's really nice in here. Come check it out. It's right on the lake, right in the middle of Keuka Lake. Well, we were going to go try and check out the Garrett Chapel. I've always wanted to stop down there. Check that out online. They're actually getting set up for a wedding today. So he's not doing any tours as of now. Really nice guy, but we're kind of out here in the middle of nowhere. You're definitely not going to want to do this in the wintertime because these roads are pretty narrow and rough. But this is coming up the hill out of where the chapel is. Pretty cool. Stopped to take a few photos before we left to go to our next destination, Lionsmith Brewing Company. Lionsmith Brewing focuses on English style beers. Each one of their beers has its own story. If you want to read any of these, feel free to stop and pause the video at any time. Just stopped at Lionsmith Brewing. I've been wanting to come up here for a long time. If you're in the Keuka Lake area, you got to come here. Real English style ales. She had a great story about how the ales and stuff. Good place to stop. Our next stop was Abandoned Brewing. This is actually the second time we've been to Abandoned Brewing. Abandoned Brewing is definitely a stop you don't want to miss. Great beers. Next brewery we stopped at is Abandoned Brewing. We had been here one other time years ago. I don't even think they had windows in the barn at that point yet, but they've got a lot of good beers here, folks. We end up going with the a Lime Goss. Pretty good stuff. Our last brewery of the day was Keuka Brewing Company. By far one of my favorite breweries anywhere. Probably the third or fourth time I've been there. They definitely expanded their menu since the last time we'd been there. Some very interesting beers indeed. All right, back at the campground. Went to a bunch of breweries today. Had lunch with my mom up in Canandaigua, New York, which is about 40 minutes or so. But might try to do a walking tour of the park later again. Might try to go down to the beach and stuff too. We haven't been down there yet, but we're using a Ninja grill right now to cook our dinner. With having sausage and peppers and onions tonight, and having beer from Abandoned Brewing that we stopped at today. Electric Ninja grill works pretty good. Let's say that's what I bought it for, because the camper's all electric and I really don't want to carry propane when we don't need it. It ended up being a nice night to sit back and eat dinner and have a couple good beers. Morning everyone, it's another fine day here at Keuka Lake State Park. Got our breakfast fired up on the Ninja grill again. Gonna try our toaster out. We never had a toaster with the pop-up before, but I got some Trader Joe's hash browns. Never had them before. They look pretty good. They've got cheese and lime and jalapeno and all kinds of stuff on them. We got our sausage we're going to be frying up here in a minute, and eggs. It's going to be another good day here. We're going to wineries and stuff today. Our first winery stop of the day since we got going late is Deep Root Vineyard. We stopped here years ago. It's a pretty cool little place. Deep Root is a very small winery run by a husband and wife. Our next stop was Domaine Le Sueur Winery, a true French winery in the Finger Lakes. The winery has a great view and many wines to choose from. Their wines are also on the drier side. My wife and I have stopped here several times over the years. It's always a great stop. All right, folks, we just left Domaine Le Sueur. Let me tell you, that's always been one of our favorites. They've expanded a little bit, but the winery next door is a Hungarian winery, Weiss Vineyards. When we came here, it was just a barn. And since 2019, the barn is still there. Oops. But now it's all of this. And like Domaine Le Sueur, they're expanding over to Seneca Lake as well. I'm hoping we get to see Peter Weiss today, but I don't know. He's expanded quite a bit. All right, folks, we left Weiss Vineyards. It was pretty sad going there. My wife and I have been there a few times over the years, and it just been the small barn. Kind of upsetting. It's great for them that they're doing a great business, one of the top wineries in the country, doing great. But now we're at Rooster Hill Vineyards. My wife and I have been here before. There's a couple people harvest hosting here. We talked about doing that, but look at this view. This is Rooster Hill Vineyards again. We've been here several times over the year. We've had food here. It's a very nice winery, but if you're going to come out here and camp, man, this is a great spot to harvest toast right here. You can't beat this view. I mean, and these people got their stuff set up with a chair. You can sit here. Imagine 4th of July with the fireworks. Rooster Hill has a good collection of dry and sweet wines. There's something I can guarantee you'll find here that you'll really like to drink. All right, folks, Keuka Spring Vineyards was bought out a couple years ago. I know the original owners sold it. I get it, man. People age out, don't want to do it anymore. They changed the building a little bit. Always used to be a pretty good sized building, but you used to be able to walk past like a big barrel up here. All these places are starting to become more corporate. And this is not a say that you shouldn't come here. I just kind of miss the old school feel of some of these places. The wine was still similar to what the original owners had before. We'll be back again to try some out another day. Our last winery stop for the day was Vineyard View, which we'd never been to before. They definitely had a great view at the winery, but we really weren't fans of most of the wine they had there. We'll give them a chance another time. Finished up at the wineries. Vineyard View was okay. They had a great view. We didn't really care for the wines that much. They weren't horrible, just not things that really stood out in our palate, I guess. But we're going to the lake now at the state park. They got the playgrounds down here. We're gonna go down to the beach and check things out. State Park has playgrounds, and there's another separate bathroom building down here. We'll walk down toward the beach here in a minute, but first chance we've had to come down here. It's been a really busy weekend. We need to be here a little bit longer to check things out a little bit more. If you come down toward the state park, there's quite a few picnic tables and stuff here. So if you want to come down and have a meal with your family before going to the beach or spending your day at the beach, it's pretty nice down here, honestly. Keuka Lake has always been one of our favorite places to visit in the Finger Lakes. Alright folks, this is our last night at Keuka Lake. We'll be getting up tomorrow morning, having breakfast real quick, and we'll be packing up and dumping the black tank. And we had a good experience here. This park's pretty good. We didn't get to spend too much time here actually at the park. We walked down and went to the beach a little bit. Really nice down there. Remember, it's not just part of the campground. You actually got to drive down a little bit, or you can walk down if you want to. Firing up some burgers right now for our last dinner here at the state park. We'll be back here next year to do a little bit more. All right, we're getting ready to leave Keuka Lake State Park. It was a good weekend. I wish we could stay another couple days and just relax at the park, spend a little bit more time at the beach, but I'm already hooked up to the camper. We already had our breakfast. It's nice not having the pop-up now. Nice having the travel trailer, because when I did the pop-up, it took a long time to tear it down, and then we had no place to sit if it was going to rain, which it's been threatening to do this morning. Thanks for tuning into the video. We're going to be going to the dump station here pretty soon. Bye for now.